Hello, my hotties. A very, very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, and here we are live on the big one, YouTube and TikTok, just for you. Dinky-Doo, a very, very warm welcome to our Saturday night live. 1 hour of superb scintillating information, education and entertainment, not just for one nation, but for all the nations of the world. I'm so glad you could join us. It's fantastic. Dinky-Doo, I say. I'll read out all your messages. We're live on TikTok and we're live on YouTube. And as we go through the evening, let us know where you're watching from, of course, and I shall read your messages. Now, Dinky-Doo, mate, says Robert. This is fantastic. From Rutherglen, I hope you're well tonight. Absolutely. Dinky-Doo, the countdown. We're live, says the wonderful David McCafferty. Good one, David. Hello, Scottie, and everyone says, am I dead yet? He's calling himself. Not a great handle. I have to say, we might just call him Amy. So there you have it. F document, says Dinky-Doo. And hello, says the wonderful Ian Hales. Lovely to have you with us. Hello from Cornwall. Do you know, Paul, don't panic, but I was just thinking about you this week, and I was thinking about all the wonderful Cornwallian places. I was thinking about Helston and Mousehole and Truro and Penzance and Goonhilly. And I was also thinking about Mevagissey. Yes, Mevagissey. So there we are. A Dinky-Doo, I say to you, hashtag be kind, says wee Ryan. Wee Ryan, you are the man. That's what it's all about. A Dinky-Doo to Emma. Yes, indeed. Now, I love this. Some comments in the live were filtered. That means we've had one or two wee trolls that don't understand that we have very, very high standards on here. And we don't take nonsense lightly. What's the hat? So the hat is the Glengarry. So there you go. Fantastic stuff. Lots and lots of you joining us. This is wonderful. Make sure you follow. Nobody should not follow Scottie McCLUE on TikTok or subscribe on YouTube. There we go. Hello, everybody. Sunny Bournemouth saying hello. Neil O'Gormley, hello to you from sunny Bournemouth. It's absolutely roasting in this country, I can tell you. What do you think of North Berwick, if you've ever been? Lewis, I lived in East Lothian for years, so I know North Berwick like the back of my hand. Where's the back of my hand? Oh, yes. And I absolutely adore it. 100% adore it. And West Barnes and all that stuff as well out there. There we are. You in a band, pal? No, I'm not in a band, pal. Dinky-Doo. Now, there's somebody saying, can you unblock my account? I don't know what your account is, and it can't be blocked, or you wouldn't be able to get in touch with us. Have you thought of that one? Woo-hoo. There we go. What's the difference between an apple and an orange? Well, I think one has got more seeds in it. Have you been to East Kilbride? East Kilbride, you can't beat it. There we go. And I've been to West Kilbride as well. That's not so bad, is it? I tell you. Dinky-Doo from Edinburgh. What's up, Dinky-Doo? Just because you're seen wearing the Lark Hall Orange Walk was on today. All right. And what's that got to do with me? Are you a Rangers fan? Well, I'm not a football person at all. So there you go. But I have done a couple of videos for both Rangers and Celtic. So I would suggest you get yourselves on and have a look at these. Good evening, Scottie. Dinky-Doo, says the wonderful Thomas Stevenson. Dinky-Doo, Tom, glad you could make it, and lovely to have you with us. I say to you, a very, very good evening to everybody. Dinky-Doo from Northern Ireland, says Rocky. Guys, have you all followed me? Get following up to the top left and hit the plus. Are you a member of the Orange Lodge? No, Aidan. Where is all this coming from? What makes you think I would have anything to do with the Orange Lodge? Love your accent, boss, and Dinky-Doo. A Freemason. There's no such thing as a Freemason. They're very, very expensive if you want to get them to fix your house. So there we are. You did a Jazz vid. I did, Ross. And I did a Celtic vid, Ross. Hail, hail. I say to you, ever been to Glasgow? Oh, Glasgow. Lived in it for many, many years. Now, what do we got here? He's an apprentice boy. No, not an apprentice boy. There's no such thing as a Freemason. No. A friend of mine wanted some ashlars repointed on his country house, and it was £50,000. That doesn't sound free to me. What hat are you wearing? I'm wearing the Glengarry. So there you are. And Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Now, what have we got here? That's a flute band. Oh, a flute band. I've heard of them. Loving the cat badge, my clansman. I thank you very much, JP. Hi from sunny old Dumbarton. Got you. Have you got me, Chevalier? Good stuff at last. You're getting it. The penny's dropping. Have you ever been to Edinburgh? Yes, I've lived in Edinburgh. And Dinky-Doo. Wait, why are you wearing that and the shirt? Because the flute band looks like that. Yeah, but I don't look anything like a flute band. So there you are. This is my dress as a mark of respect for all of you. So there, hello from Loyalist Kelty, Scotty. Kelty in Fife, change it in Verkeithing. Glasgow and Celtic on top, absolutely, Ava, or Waver. I have to go to hospital, Scotty, to get the cam down. Should I be worried, mate? Robert, I don't know what's supposed to be ostensibly wrong with you, so I cannot pass judgment. I am not a doctor. I do not have an MBCHB or anything like that, or an FRCS. Hi from John O'Groats, we love it. Be Parkers next spermus, neither stint nor want, JP. There we are, neither spare nor dispose. I used to listen to you in jail, says staying in. Well, I notice you're staying in. You're maybe not a doctor, but a therapist maybe. Well, Ali, I do know a lot about how the human body works. There are, you've lived everywhere. I have, Luke. Lived in Aberdeen, in Newcastle, Carlisle, Glasgow, London, East Lothian, Preston, Manchester. There were, my family's from Glasgow, says Larry Tipper in America. Larry, so lovely to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. Tremendous stuff. Now then, what have we got? What shall we do? So there you are. Thank you guys for contributing to the live goal. I've just looked at it and we're well ahead. And the wonderful Larry Tipper, who's one of the most generous people in America, has just reached 50% of the goal. 100 out of 200. Amazing. You guys are amazing. Now, what have we got here? Lange liebe das Wieder and Land. So they are the fatherland. Yes. Long live and love the fatherland. Hello, I'm back, Scotty. Ching, ching, about time too. We were missing you. Who have we got here? My friend's friend says, watching from the North Pole. Well, is that the pole to hold the washing up in the north of his washing green? I ask you. I'm at 930 likes, guys. If you don't like to just go tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on your telephones, then we can get that up. We were about 12,000 last week. I was looking for 5,000. Now, has everybody followed? Scotty, you're looking amazing as usual. Ching, ching, you're very kind. Have you ever been to Crieff, says Campbell. I know Crieff like the back of my hand. So there you have it. Wonderful stuff. And Ochtertyre. Do you know Ochtertyre? Lol, too funny. Robert, excellent stuff there. You're cheering up a bit now. That's what we like for our Robert. Fantastic. I'm just going to pop that camera up enough to show you the top of my head. Fantastic, because I'm a bit close to it. When are you getting the telephones up, Scotty? Well, how long have we been up, guys? Let me just see. We've been up for 10 minutes almost. We can get the telephones up quite soon. Now, Corey boy, there's no point in you keeping on spamming like that. Okay? The wonderful Maria Wright has joined us. What a princess. Fantastic. Larry, you are so kind. And please don't bankrupt yourself. We're at 131 out of 200, and we've only been up for 9 minutes. So there we are. Connor says, Lizard. The Lizard, Connor, in Cornwall. Good for you, my boy. Do you love the Royal Artillery, says user 4808. Everybody loves the Royal Artillery. There we are. In fact, we salute the Royal Artillery. There we go. Longest way up. Victory to the International Royal Artillery. Absolutely, user 586. There we are. Good evening from North Wales. Well, Yaki Da and Nosta. How lovely to have you with us. Were you in the Austin Powers movie? No, I was in the Austin Mini movie. There we are. 6 million. So there we are. 6 million people watching. Fantastic. Scotty, do you ever think of going back to the radio? But Dubliner, the problem with radio, it's become a jukebox. And they don't really do these interesting shows. Susan has just sent me £5. Susan, that is very, very kind of you. Susan's just sent £5. She's tapped the dollar bill at the bottom of the super chat on the YouTube channel. That is just so good of you, Susan. Bless you. Very, very kind. But please look after your pennies. Has this been filmed in the East Wing? I haven't seen this room. Yes, well, you've seen the West Wing. So there you are. Are you a Provo? Am I a Provo or provisional driver? No, I have a full license. So there we are. So dance with your granny and your auntie Fanny. DINKY-DOO Scotty from the land of Red Rose Radio. We loved Red Rose Radio. That was a real example of a radio station. The other one was Hallam FM, Scott FM, Century 105 in the Northwest. These were proper radio stations, weren't they? Opinions on the Falklands. Sexy Fruit Minion. If you go into the YouTube channel, you'll see the link on the bio. Go into Scottie McClue's YouTube channel, subscribe, and put in a Scottie McClue broadcast to the Falklands. You'll get me broadcasting on St. Andrew's Day to the Falkland Islands. Robert says, don't worry about the camera. They'll give you a little sedation. So there we are. And I've had it. It must have been a documentary. So there we are. But I'm fine now, said David, I think he's saying. That's me paraphrasing what David's saying. What's your YouTube name? It's just Scottie McClue Talk Show. Thank you to others for contributing to Live Gold, guys. You're so generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There we are, 144 red roses out of 200. So kind. But you never have to give anything to Scottie McClue unless you actually want to. The wonderful Alistair King, DINKY-DOO Scotty. Sorry not been in touch for a while. We need a catch-up, my friend. We do, Alistair. Maybe in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, we can see what's what. That would be lovely. There we go. I've still got that wee job waiting, Alistair, and I've kept it for you. And, she likes you working with her, because you've got the healing touch. So there we are. A member of Clan Campbell here. Nice to meet you, Clan Campbell. Lovely to have you with us. We've forgiven the Campbells, I think. I don't know about in Glencoe itself. Scottie McClue, the Hallam FM legend, Graham Moore, DINKY-DOO. I'm an Irish Republican. Are you a Brit? Well, everybody's a Brit if they're to do with Northern Ireland or Scotland, England or Wales. So there you are. So you can't not be a Brit, but you could still be a Republican. Janok says he's boring. If you're boring, Janok, why don't you do something else, La? Or watch this, because this will unbore you. Fantastic. Have you ever been into cigars? Oh, long time ago, Chungus. I used to be into the big cigars. What do you think of the IRA? Well, it's passé. I mean, it's history. 100 years since we've heard anything of any substance from that lot. So there you go. And it was all sorted out in 1922. I do believe there are a few half-witted thugs in one or two of the schemes trying to see if they can still revive. But no. Scotty, great day in Larkay today for the Central Scotland Orange Walk. There we are. Well, I had a chocolate orange today, so that was rather good. Yes, I've had a lot on lately just out the spray booth, being respraying of Volvo. You know, Alistair, when I think about you, I think Volvo. It's and where I was brought up, the Volvo dealer, my father ran Volvos, and the Volvo dealer also did Saabs, and they're beautiful cars as well. The man speaks the truth. Seems like they're just gangsters now. Absolutely. So there we go. Now, who have we got here? Saab 900 Turbo says tut, tut, tut. Yeah, beautiful. The 900 Turbo. And there's another one, isn't there? There's a 2.3 injection turbo. Incredible. There we are. Janok, why don't you just go and stick your head up your backside and blow your nose till the pressure equalizes if you're bored? Yes, don't try that at home now, folks. That was for entertainment purposes only. Just giving you the old disclaimer there. Scotty, what do you think of the seaside towns in Ayrshire? I was in Troon recently, the first time in many years. It's an old person's town. Yes, I think a lot of people just retire to Troon, Barassi and down that sort of stuff. Scotty, what kind of car do you drive? Well, ching ching, I drive two cars, not at the same time. One is 31 years old, and the other, which is just gone actually, was 23 years old. So these are my newest cars. Skodas are good now. Skodas have always been good, JD Donnelly. When I was a student, I ran a little Skoda Estelle. You'd have thought somebody was starting up behind you, you know, but it was amazing. Scotty, can you actually fit in a car to drive it? Yes, of course, Gary. You know, I'm 9 stone, for heaven's sake. So I don't think I'll have any trouble fitting in a car, you know, from that point of view. Now, just give myself a wee mop there, a wee touch of the, that's better, a wee touch of the comfort brake. Now, what do we got here? Yes, Alistair Do. Scotty McCLUE fan, how's it going? DINKY-DOO. I'll stick with Volvo. Absolutely, Alistair. First class cars. I could go back to the 122. And was there not one called the Amazon? Beautiful cars. I can remember them when they were brand new in the early 60s. And there wasn't a sound out of them, just tremendous. Now, was it the B22 engine, the 1800? Am I on the right thing here, Alistair? And then there was the 144, and they were great. And then there was a 244, and then there was a 740, wasn't that a great big monster? Is that your real voice? Yes, this is the way I speak. Do you like mince and tatties? I do, very much so. Hello from Norway. Norway, fantastic. Lovely to have you with us, DINKY-DOO. My father was part of the force that liberated Sola Airfield. What about that? There we go. Opinions on Donald Trump. Donald Trump, absolute top man. There's a lot of evil in the world at the moment, and I think you'll find that when Donald Trump comes back into the White House, that will cease. So there you go. I'll certainly take a back seat. I've got a 240, a 940, a C70 Coupe, and a V40. Now then, let me see if I can get you here. Do you have a PS 1800? The one that the Saint used to have. Simon Templar. Yes, was it a PS 1800? Am I on the right track here, Alistair? A shout out to the Springside young team. Mon the Hoops is 67. Hill 67. Tremendous stuff. I think your views are spot on, Scotty, apart from your views on the SNP. Well, I don't have any views on the SNP, as you know. So there you go. Beautiful car, yes. Mr. says, Fatou. There we are. I was thinking of visiting Saltcoats and Largs sometime this year. Not been there since I was a boy. Are they worth visiting? Anything there? Been to Ayr, plenty to go other places. What about Millport these days, guys? Has anybody been over to Millport recently? I think we need to find out a bit more about that. If you've just joined us on the TikTok, get following, please. So there we are. What's the hat for? It's for my head. There we are, just to keep me nice and cool. Do you like the Glasgow patter? Oh, I fair love it. So there we are. I went for my pal Winston Churchill. What do you think of the West End of Glasgow? Oh, it's beautiful. I used to live there. Lived there for 11 years. Yes, in the Mary Hill. Thoughts on transgender folk? Well, it's not anyone's business, really. If that's what they want to be, then who are we to say otherwise? There we are. Scotty, should you pay a TV license if you don't watch it? Well, you would need to convince them, Matthew, that you definitely don't watch it. I know that it's very, very poor mainstream media these days. Very few people watching, I would think. Shout out to Ching Ching, I can, Marcus. What do you think of the southeast of the UK? Do you visit and do you like it? I do have document. Yes, and I like Surrey and Buckinghamshire and all that sort of stuff. And you don't have to convince them, Matthew. Just ignore them. If Donald Trump was Scottish, you would be him. What a lovely thing to say. Now, what have we got here? Scotty, why didn't you speak with a Scottish accent when you read the news? Because, Mr. Martin, I was reading the news in England, and I think it's respectful to use what we call received pronunciation. Well done to the Govan boys for winning the best band. God save the king. Good man, Graham. Fantastic, Govan. Oh, we like Govan. Govin. And I remember being on holiday in Crete, and the manager of the hotel found out that Scottie McClue was staying at his hotel. And he said, I get my son. And his son came down and I said, how do you know? I said, how do you know about Scottie McClue? He said, I went to Glasgow University and had a flat in Govan. I used to record your program and sent it to my father in Greece. Amazing. Shout out to Faze Pablo, please, Scotty. Right, ching, ching. Who you got tonight? So there we are. Thoughts of the king. Johnny, you can think of the king any time you like. God save the king, I say. And hail, hail. Are you the same Mr. Martin who used to call Scotty's radio show back in the 90s? Says Amy, asking Mr. Martin. Like the Glengarry, Scotty. Thank you, Rido. There we are, Govan. Govan, J. Donnelly. He say in Greece. Govan. We drink here, guys. Can you see that the right way around? Right way around on the TikTok, right way around on the YouTube. What does it say? Write to me. Put down what it says. Oh, fantastic. Do you have a kilt on? I may well do. We are the people, Scotty. Scotty sings a song. You are the boss, Scotty. Ching, ching. Catman wants to know if we've got a kilt on. Who got you that cup? Ah, a wonderful, wonderful lady got us that cup. So there it is. That the phone's ringing, I hear, Scotty, or am I having a dream? Numpty Head, you might be having a dream. Would you like to call us? We're going to get Professor Numpty Head phones. A cup of vodka says F document. Is that what you're having? F document. Robert McNaughton says the boss. Scotty the Oracle. Now, who have we got here? Hun pipe down. Chrissy, I'm not German. So there we go. Fantastic. And what's the number for the phones? 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. We're just going to ring now and say, right, phones are live, guys. If anybody wants to come on, then come on, Numpty Head. Let's have Numpty Head. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what's on here, guys. I could hear myself on the speaker. I might have a problem. We might not actually get the phones working because I can hear myself coming back there. I thought you were a jungle Scotty. And so there you go. Oh, I am all that. I don't go into that. I nearly tried to get into the jungle. I'm a celebrity. My husband's an ex-Scotty. That's why I wanted to go. Oh, Chrissy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is it not something that could be sorted? I say to you, what's the story behind your costume? I just thought I'd pop it on tonight for a change. So there we go. Greetings from Aberdeen, Scotty Todders. You've got a lovely new road bypassing Aberdeen. So you do not go into Aberdeen if you're coming from Fettercairn and you're wanting to go to Dice to trap someone at the airport. Up the Royal Artillery, says Touts. Touts up the Royal Artillery. Views on stolen valor, Scotty. Oh dear. There we are. Do you know Jesus Christ died on the cross for your sins and rose on the third day? Keenan, nothing gets past you. I did know that, but thank you for reminding us. There we have it. Now, Dundee needs a bypass. Oh, others. Harsh, harsh, but fair. Fantastic. Love all that. Dundee needs a bypass. How harsh can one get? What's the number again, Scotty? I need to write it down. Marcus, the number is 0141 628 9795. But I've just checked on the speakers and I could hear myself coming back. So that seemed a little bit strange. And I don't know why that is. I wonder if I've maybe misplugged something. That might be what's actually happened. Isn't that interesting? I don't think so. I'm just going to do a wee bit of technical work here, guys. We're in the West Room tonight. No, that's all right. And that's all right. Yeah. How very, very weird. And I heard myself coming back. Did you hear it when I was talking? Your shot matches the balls. Oh, yes, we're color coded here, you know. None of your nonsense. Sonny, what do you think is going to come of the NATO summit in Vilnius? Well, I wouldn't like to preempt what's happening with NATO. I have my own suspicions. Maria's just joined us. The wonderful Maria Knight is back with us. How lovely. Right, I'm going to try the phones, guys, but if there's a problem, that's it, I'm afraid. You're live in Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello.
What do we think? Are you okay?
How are you, David? This is brilliant. Are you okay, son? Listen, yeah, but David, I can hear myself coming back.
What?
I'm hearing myself coming back on the speakers. I don't know what's done that. That might clobber us.
See, a wee second ago, I know you were trying to play away the wire. Was that because the phone lines wasn't working?
No, the phone lines were working, but it's just
See, right.
you see, and I'm just trying to see why that is.
Can you? Will I call you back?
No, I don't think there'll be any difference. I think it must be something.
Okay.
Guys, well, hang on a wee second. Ask the name.
Right.
Folks, what are you getting when David's on?
Right. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you. Is it still you?
So we X-ray TV, but I don't know.
Right, so something going on. I can hear it. It's also just coming back on as well.
You're getting yourself back as well.
Say hello a minute. Just say something to me. Go.
Lovely to hear you.
I can hear you a little. It's right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh,
Yes.
McCLUE.
Yes, but you're coming back as well, Davy.
Did you echo it? Is that correct?
Yes.
No, I'm going to put the phone down and phone you back. Okay.
Okay, Davy, that's great. Thank you.
Okay. Right.
What a fine fellow, right? The only trouble is, I don't think I thought that, guys. Can everybody hear me just when we're talking like that? Nice and clear, I say to you. There we are. Another blooper for the tape, Scotty Bird. That's a new one on me. We're getting everything back twice there. Uh, cheese. Put the damn phone down, says Norrie. Cheese, Norrie. There's no need to be cheeky. Fantastic. Have you ever been to North Berwick? Oh, many times, as I was telling the last person from North Berwick, I lived in East Lothian, so I know it very, very well. Your volume's coming through your computer or something, Scotty, right? I wonder what we do about that. Robert says it's bad. Does it cost money to phone in? We don't know, Marcus. Nobody's ever said it does. Numpty is amazing. Oh, yes. Hello, everyone who has heard of me. Everybody's heard of you, Numpty. There we go. You're very, very famous. Yes, we can hear you, says Susan. So, Susan, you can hear me fine just when we're doing this, but we've got a problem. What accent is that? It's just a normal Scottish accent, the west coast of Scotland, I would have said. Hi, Scotty from the Isle of Man. We love you in the Isle of Man and Dinky-Doo. I say to you, now then, what have we got here? There's a missed call coming in. Scotty, turn the lines back on, please. Well, we'll turn them on and we'll see what's happening. But we can't promise anything, I say to you. I tried to fix it on the phone. Good one, Marcus. So the lines are back on. So we'll see what happens, Marcus, when people get their leaving. Just have a quick comfort break, guys. Woo! It is warm. Warm, warm, warm. Right? Wow. Whoa. Well, I've been in some very hot studios, but not as hot as this one tonight. Summer's night, I tell you. Good evening, Scotty. How are you, Sir Josh? Josh, how lovely to hear from you too. Have you ever heard of Hoddit and Doddit? Who were these? Hoddit and Doddit. I think they were pantomime characters. Hello, Scotty. Dinky-Doo says Negan. There we go. Dinky-Doo, Negan, I say to you. Hello, you're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that? Still doing it, Davy. That's such a shame. I wonder. Davy, I wonder if we can do some larking about.
There, I could hear you again, kind of going back to me as well.
Right. But just stay there a second, Davy. In case we're getting two sets of speakers or something. Now, can you hear me now, Davy? Is that better?
Is it better? You hear me?
No, it's doubling up. That's not. What a shame. See, we're actually in a different location, Davy.
While you're speaking, you're echoing back to me, and it's strange, and I'm echoing to you.
Yes.
And you also got seconds.
I'd love to sort this, Davy. I would love to sort this.
Here we go again. It's like a wee gremlin somewhere.
Yes, but we might be able to sort it.
Right, so,
No. I'm just looking here at one or two of the old settings, Davy.
Actually, I love your blind.
Do you like my blinds, Davy?
Lovely.
Now, let's see what we've got here, Davy. Just having a wee look. That's a wee test.
What?
A wee test, Davy.
A wee test.
Just to see what's what. But we're echoing back. I'm just wondering, be somebody.
Obviously, getting that test tonight, and I like the. And maybe I don't know, maybe something to do because you have moved room, and I could, I don't know.
Is that any better, Davy?
Really?
Yes. Apparently, you're not echoing on YouTube. So that's fine. So why don't you just carry on?
It was just, a guy, he's got a camera, I don't need to worry. He's a wee bit scared. The sedation and everything,
Oh, the chat that's gone in for the wee exploration.
Pardon my one up my back passage.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yes. Yes, because you've got quite a large house there.
Amazing, you see, you're still awake.
Ah, right.
You still here, Scotty?
I'm still here, Davy. Is that okay?
Somebody's talking about TV license.
Yes.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that at all. You do. You need to actually go to these people, first of all. As you do, you can also cover them because they sort of and they can get up with a Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness needs to watch TV.
Right.
Oh, I like to say, your daughter, as you know.
How interesting.
Yes, because you can't like to say, get off my premises now. Strangers, we don't trust Jewish people.
Right.
They work for TV, and it's all. They've also not got contracts, money from people.
Excellent stuff. Now, Davy, if documents solve the audio problem.
So he said there's still a problem.
Yes, but you find it's fine on the YouTube.
What happened? You turn into a robot.
Davy, I'll why just now.
I'll put the phone down, okay, right, okay, right,
Yep.
yeah.
And we'll see how now. Right, that's excellent stuff. Now, F document says you have to click audio and video. So where do I find that F document? Audio and video. Let's see what we can do. Right. Okay. I think I've got audio and video. Mhm. Yes, I think we've got that. Audio and video. What do we do next? Turn it off. Turn that off. Turn off audio and video. Turn off audio and video. What do I turn off? F document. Guys, we're going to get this sorted for you. Fantastic stuff. What's the problem? We're getting an echo. We're getting feedback on the calls. There we are. Noise cancellation. Where do we find this? Come on. F document. Proper instruction. You're dealing with an old guy here. So let's see what we can get up to. Where is noise cancellation? What are we on? Noise cancellation. Network and internet. Oh, wait a minute. Do as you're told, Scotty. No, we're not to heed. We don't know where he's asked. He's not telling us where you find noise cancellation. Audio enhancements. Could it be that? Spatial audio. Get help. Give feedback. Output settings. The speakers. There we go. Audio. Allow and to use this device for audio. It says don't allow in the audio. Do we not allow? It says if you do that, you'll not hear audio. Just press the off button. Which off button, Mr. Martin? What are you talking about? Doesn't seem to echo on the YouTube, says Marcus. I'm watching the video now to fix Skype audio problems on YouTube. So that's that. So, well, we don't know because we can't see that. It says you're currently using this device. This is the audio. So if you select don't allow, you'll stop hearing audio. We don't want that, do we? So if I put don't allow, there we are. Guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me on the YouTube? And can you hear me on the TikTok, I ask you? There we are. Do tell. There we go. And F Document is going to come up with a solution shortly, I hope. DINKY-DOO. There's that Genoc. Let's get rid of this half-wit. Genoc, we'll just get rid of you, my dear fellow, because you're obviously as daft as a brush with the heat gone. Right, he's gone. That's lovely, lovely. We like that. Do as you're told, Scotty. Hello, you're live with Scotty's phone in. Hello, you're live with Scotty's phone in. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yep. Hello? Who's that?
How are you doing?
I'm great stuff. Is that better? Hello? We can't hear you.